The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoffs, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Trojans will kick it away first. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more...
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the big fella. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. He'll give it to the back. He'll push his way out to the 38, pick up a 3.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
To the air, it's Fox. Oh, they're after him! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Wide open downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Trojans! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it. Got in the backfield, got the big play.
Trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these...
He'll take a deep shot here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Trojans headed quickly to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Now on the option. They'll leave it with him. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Great job by the defense that time. One of the best things you can do against a team trying to run option is get penetration. Because when you get penetration on the quarterback, you disrupt the relationship between him and the pitch guy, and you saw it happen that time. The pitch guy ends up getting it, but everything's discombobulated. He's way behind the line of scrimmage, nowhere to go, and it's a big negative play.
Come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Got the first down and still on his feet.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
And the Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Working that wide receiver screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. You get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it inside the 30. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Wolverines are on the move. Motion from the back. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. On the ground, it's Haynes. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Caught over the middle. It's Morgan. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. And they'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Oklahoma showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Jordan. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll move the wide receiver. Going to the ground. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
The basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it, but you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He'll do it himself on the draw. Oh, he's got some space.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Finds a tight end. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with the first down.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
The Trojans are on the move. The give to the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
And the Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He wants to change this route. Off play action. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. The Trojans need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Dropping back, it's Fox. Fires to the wideout. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it down the right side. Lots of room to run. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Wormley. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, for go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
So after that incompletion, 4th down, you've got to hold serve if you're this offense, right? Both offenses up and down the field. The opponent scored twice. You scored a touchdown on your first drive. I think you got to go for it here because right now nobody's playing defense, and this game very easily could come down to which team has the ball last.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Snap of this drive will come from the 46. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Buys a little time. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Underwood. Snagged in the middle, it's Marshall. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Catch in the middle. It's Moore. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Gotta like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
And the Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Fox. He's got him in the flat. Still on his feet at the 25. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell if you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Jordan. There he goes. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Jordan. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal!
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And the Wolverines get it past the sticks. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
What great execution by this offense. It looked like you were about to go into the half trailing. Now, with this answer, this scoring drive, you got the lead, you got the momentum, taking it into halftime. Nice job by this offense executing that last drive.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Wolverines will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on first down. Throws to the tight end. It's caught. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Trojans used to be known for student body right, and they can still do that. But with quarterbacks like this, you want to put it up.
Yeah, I think they hung that up years ago when they started to find, big, strong.
And the ball's out, and they're after it. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys. The ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. He'll try the left side. Runs for the tackle.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Red pass, it's complete. Wide open spaces. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Michigan.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. Northwestern is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. We've seen this program stage memorable comebacks before. Do not rule out another one today. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Purdue. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the ground with the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Fox. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Showing the arm strength to the left. Another incompletion on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Got his man on the right. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerbach or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions.
Touchdown, Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and the score is 35-17. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Fowler. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. To throw, it's Fox. Quick strike complete. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Let's go! Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Lane. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Quarterback may change this route. He wants to throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Fox. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football, he was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Grabbed over the middle, it's Lane. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Ready, go.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He turns that loose down the right side. He's got it along the sideline.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's Fox. Got it in the middle, it's Jordan. Touchdown, Trojans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Marshall. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Trying to hit the angle route to the running back coming out of the backfield. It's a good route, but the running back couldn't make the catch.
They've got him penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Moore. He'll have the 1st down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
Man, this quarterback has been dialed in all game long. He's making outstanding decisions, and he's been so accurate throwing the football. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
Back to pass, it's Underwood. With the catch, it's Haynes. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Morgan. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Moore. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass, it's Fox. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Pulls in the deep ball. Off and running. That's the 20. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
What a great play call offensively. Taking the shot, you flip the field, and now you better get those red zone play calls ready and dialed up.
Now from inside the red zone. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him over.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Touchdown, USC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Arkansas State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the Sun Belt.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Give to the back.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Fires left. He's got it. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware. But you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Yeah, that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing right now. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Snap of this drive will come from their own 32. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Scanning the field, it's Fox. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Here we go, here we go.
Wants to go up top. Looking for a huge play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Here's the pressure. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
They've got the lead, but here in the fourth quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Motion from the wideout. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Dances away to buy time. Breaks into the open. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking to fire. Looking for the goal line. He found some running room but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Trying to barge their way in. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
How confident are you pounding the football now? You get in this situation, 3rd down, you were very unsuccessful. It's 4th down, it's short. What's the play I know I can go to get this 4th down and get this touchdown?
So on 4th and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. Little touch pass to the receiver. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a stop for this defense. What a tremendous play. And the Trojans are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. To the air, it's Fox. Looking down the middle. It's caught downfield. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And with that pass right there, dude, he goes over 350 on the day. Nice performance. This QB's been dialed in.
Looking to throw on first down. He's going up top here late in the game. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Takes it the other way. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wide receiver. They want that clock to run. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this fourth quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this fourth quarter.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Gonna take a shot. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He stopped at the 19-yard line. A big play there to get the pick and take it back inside the 20.
And you know what? You kind of deserve that. Late in the game where you could run the clock out, still throwing the football all over the yard. Now this game, it's a long shot. It gave him a little bit of hope.
Back to throw, it's Fox. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Lots of running room. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Into the end zone for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the owner?
So after the touchdown, they'll try to use this two-point conversion and get this game to within a field goal. Caught over the middle. It's Jordan. He stopped just inches short. Had a good catch. Tried to get it in, but was denied. The clock is just inside. 50 seconds to play. If they don't recover the onside kick, this one is all but over. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
So here comes the Michigan offense. Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The play-action fake. Looking for the end zone. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Oh, my goodness. What you couldn't do. Make this mistake late in the ballgame. Now, your defense better go bail you out and make a play, because that was a critical turnover.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Fox. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Throws for the tight end. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Well, they're down a possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking for space. It's Haynes. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Now on 2nd down. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked